Never let your cat lick your face again after watching this. You think it's cute. You think it means they love you. And maybe it does, but that's only like 20% of the story. The other 80%? A little weird, honestly. Today, we're going deep into why cats lick people. And I promise, by the end of this, you'll look at your cat very differently. Let's start with the obvious one, the one everyone assumes is the only reason: affection. Yes, cats do lick you because they like you. When cats are kittens, their mom licks them constantly. It keeps them clean, it keeps them warm, it basically keeps them alive. So when a cat grows up and starts licking you, part of that is them treating you like family. Like you are genuinely being groomed by a tiny creature that thinks you're part of their social group. That's actually pretty sweet. But here's the problem. That's where most people stop. They hear affection and they go, "Aw," and they move on. And that means they miss all the other stuff that's way more interesting. Because cats are complicated animals. Like weirdly complicated for something that spends 16 hours a day sleeping. And the reasons they lick people go way beyond just "I love you." Some of them are totally normal. Some of them are a little strange. And at least one of them is something you should probably pay attention to. Let's talk about the second reason: marking territory. I know, you didn't expect that one. But cats use scent constantly to communicate, and their saliva is full of scent markers. When your cat licks you, they're not just grooming you, they're also putting their scent on you. They're basically saying, "This human is mine." And before you think that's romantic, consider this. They do the same thing to furniture, and the floor, and that random corner of the wall they're obsessed with. So yes, when your cat licks your arm, there's a decent chance they're just claiming you. Like a sofa. You are a sofa to your cat. A warm sofa that feeds them.
Okay, third reason, and this one I find genuinely fascinating. Cats lick you when they're stressed. Not stressed at you necessarily, just stressed in general. Licking is a self-soothing behavior for cats. It releases endorphins and calms them down. And sometimes, when they're anxious or overwhelmed, they'll redirect that behavior onto you. So if your cat is suddenly licking you way more than usual, like obsessively, constantly, can't stop, that's actually a sign worth paying attention to. Something in their environment might be off. New pet in the house, a move, a change in routine, a new smell outside, anything like that. The licking isn't the problem. The licking is your cat trying to cope with the problem. Now for reason 4, and this one is just funny to me. You taste good. Like, literally. Human skin has salt on it from sweat. Cats are drawn to that. If you just got back from a workout, or if you've been out in the heat, or if you just ate something and got it on your hand, your cat is absolutely going to go for that. There's also the lotion thing. A lot of people notice their cats suddenly want to lick them after they put on lotion or sunscreen or some kind of scented product. Cats are curious about smells, and sometimes that curiosity becomes licking, which is a little alarming when you think about some of the ingredients in those products, honestly. Try to keep them away from anything with strong artificial scents. It's not right for them. Fifth reason: social bonding through mutual grooming. In cat colonies, groups of cats that live together, they groom each other constantly. It's called allogrooming, and it's one of the main ways cats reinforce social bonds. When your cat licks you, they might literally just be trying to participate in that ritual. They see you as part of their group, and grooming each other is what their group does. What's interesting is that cats typically only allogroom cats they actually like. You don't see random cats grooming each other. It happens between cats that have a real bond. So if your cat is coming up and licking your hair or your ear or your arm, they're probably not doing it by accident. They chose you specifically.
Which is actually kind of touching, even if it's also a little gross, because their tongue feels like sandpaper, and you have no idea where that mouth has been. Speaking of that sandpaper feeling, let's talk about why their tongue feels like that, because this comes up every time. Cat tongues are covered in tiny little spines called papillae. Under a microscope, they look like little hooks. They're hollow and curved backwards, almost like tiny cat claws on the tongue. These are designed to pull out loose fur and work conditioner, yes, actual moisture from saliva, deep into their coat when they're grooming themselves.
It's a genuinely impressive biological tool, but it also means when they lick your skin, it scratches a little. That sensation isn't accidental. That's the tongue doing exactly what it's built to do. Now, here's the one that actually matters if you're a cat owner. Excessive licking can be a sign of a medical issue. Not just stress, actual physical problems. Cats with skin conditions, allergies, pain, or parasites sometimes develop obsessive licking behaviors. And because cats can't tell you when something's wrong, the only way they have to deal with discomfort is through behavior. Licking is one of those behaviors. If your cat is licking the same spot on their own body over and over, or licking you in a frantic, repetitive way that seems less playful and more compulsive, that's worth mentioning to a vet. It doesn't automatically mean something's wrong, but it's information. And with cats, you want to catch stuff early. There's also one more thing people don't really talk about, and that's maternal instinct. Female cats that have had kittens, or even some that haven't, sometimes lick their human owners in a way that's very clearly caregiving behavior. Like they're caring for you the way they'd care for a kitten. Slow, deliberate, focused licking, usually on the face or head. If you have a female cat that does this, especially if she's a little older, she might genuinely see you as something she needs to take care of, which is either sweet or slightly worrying, depending on how you feel about your cat being more responsible than you.
So, to quickly go over what we covered, cats lick you out of affection, yes, but also to mark you as theirs, to self-soothe when they're stressed, because you taste like salt, to bond with you the way cats bond with each other, and sometimes because something is wrong, and that's the only way they know how to communicate it. Your cat is not simple. Your cat is doing multiple things at once with every lick, and most of them are actually pretty interesting once you know what to look for. If you want to see more videos like this, go subscribe. There's a lot more cat stuff coming that you won't want to miss.